And we'll talk some more about that. We are already 1 hour into the show at 7 o'clock.
My.
I know. It's flying by. Let's go ahead and take our first commercial break from right here. We are on the sales floor at Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio.
Come on in
the Heritage Mall. You guys want to come hang out with us?
Come see Mackenzie.
There's an open mic. You know, if you're part of the race community, you want something to say, come over here. We'll throw you on the mic, and then we'll talk racing with you. But right now, we're going to take our first break, and we'll be back in about 4.5 minutes.
You going to turn our mics down this time? So
I'm going to do it right now.
That wasn't my fault.
Wait a minute. Here, I can fix that.
Ready?
Anything,
here we go.
Do you wake up in the morning in a slump? Looking for a new career or change of pace? Well, let Northwest Trucking Academy be your source. Dave Stahl and his team of highly experienced instructors will give you the skills you need. Whether you have no idea what the brake pedal is or you just need a refresher course, Northwest Trucking Academy will give you a customized training program to meet your needs. In as little as 4 weeks, you can be on your way across the country with your new career. Located on Highway 99 in Tangent, Oregon, Northwest Trucking Academy will get you ready for a new, fast-paced, and highly rewarding career. Give them a call at 541-248-3461 or look them up online at nwtruckingacademy.com. Classes start the first Monday of every month, and don't forget to use promo code MOXIE. That's MOXIE, and receive $100 off your tuition.
Jetstream Aqua Massage, located in the Heritage Mall, is your answer for the relaxation you've been looking for. Our massage beds will help you with stress, anxiety, increase circulation, muscle tension, improve sleep, pain reduction, decrease muscle spasms, increase your range of motion, and help with the everyday aches and pains of life. And at only $1 per minute, will save you time and money. 20 minutes in one of our machines is equal to 1 hour of traditional massage. We have gift certificates available for the perfect stocking stuffers. All TENS units are on sale now, and don't forget your BioFreeze. Jetstream Aqua Massage. It's not just a massage, it's an experience.
Crocker's Cars is located on Santiam Highway across the street from Walmart in Lebanon, Oregon. We've been providing the finest pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs since 1983. Crocker's Cars has been in business for 31 years, offering quality used vehicles that meet your needs. With our experience and professionalism and no-hassle buying, customers really do come first here at Crocker's Cars. Crocker's Cars, where quality is the difference. Look us up on the web at crockerscars.com for a full line of inventory, or give us a call at 541-258-2175. 541-258-2175. Race fans, are you ready for the biggest, baddest, fastest street stock tour this side of the Mississippi River? The Road to the Iron Giant is coming to a racetrack near you.
8 different tracks that will test the best talent in the West on both dirt and asphalt. Don't miss the kickoff to the 2017 series on April 29th at the Bobby Morley Memorial at Sunset Speedway.
On May 20th, we prepare for the war at the southern border at Southern Oregon Speedway in White City.
Hold on to your lug nuts, race fans. June 3rd, the Street Stocks take on the Sportsman Division of Madras Speedway.
If that wasn't exciting enough, they're going to do it all again on June 10th in round number 2, the Street Stocks versus Sportsman at River City Speedway in St. Helens.
June 24th, we head to Cottage Grove Speedway to honor the memory of racing legend Mark Howard at the 11th Annual Mark Howard Memorial Wallbanger Cup in a 52-lap, $1,026 to win feature event.
July 29th, things get hot and heavy when the dirt cars invade the asphalt at Douglas County Speedway.
August 26th, a tidal wave of action hits Coos Bay Speedway as the best of the best battle at the beach.
September 3rd wraps up the action as the series championship gets settled at the 2nd Annual Iron Giant Championship night at Willamette Speedway in Lebanon. One driver walks away with the Iron Giant trophy and the title of Iron Man.
We'll sell you the whole seat,
but you'll only need the edge. Now, back to the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio for more Northwest Dirt News live on Spreaker Radio. All right, we are back after our first commercial break. interesting conversation going on. A lot of topics in just 4 minutes. I mean, it's
We were all
amazing.
over the place.
Oh, man. We were. We discussed late model setup. We discussed street stock setup. We talked about certain drivers maturing. Man. It's funny because we're talking about drivers that are maturing, and Tom Yeack says, well, Mackenzie Lockhart sure isn't one of them.
Yeah. She's over here giggling.
No, she's actually doing a really good job behind
I
the
was
wheel of that
working on
Camaro.
her car
You know-
when she had caught on fire over at Madras.
You know,
Mackenzie's here she's on the
Mackenzie, come
sales
here.
floor.
Mackenzie, come over here and grab a mic.
Grab a mic.
There we go.
Join us.
Right on. She swore she wasn't going to do it. Here she is.
Guess what?
Oh, let's turn her on here. There we
Hey,
go.
turn her mic on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the show, Mackenzie. First time live? No, second time.
No, second time,
Right on. So you've been sitting here up here at the counter at Jetstream listening to what we're talking about. Give me some of your thoughts and some of your opinions on what we've heard tonight already in the first hour.
Well, I spaced out for about half of what you guys were talking about, I'm going to be honest. But talking about the Wallbanger and Madras and those races, I had a couple interesting runs there. But hopefully Willamette starts to look up and gets a little bit smoother in the next couple weeks.
Well, and that's something that we were talking about earlier was the actual service at Willamette was pretty good for the wingless sprints and the modified series,
Yeah.
which we all know Willamette desperately needed. I mean, it was insanely rough. It was tearing up race cars, drive lines, and springs, and I mean, it was really rough on a lot of cars. And I think a lot of guys were happy to see that track slick over and do what it did this last week.
I was glad to see it.
Yeah. You lose a lot of racers when you have a rough track.
Yeah.
You're tearing up cars every single week.
Right.
Absolutely.
Every single weekend. So.
Well, and you're running the Iron Giant series now. We were talking about your the last deal was at Madras for you guys.
Yeah, and Wallbanger. We did both of them.
Right. How'd your Wallbanger Cup run go?
Wallbanger was okay. We had a couple interesting things go wrong with the car and the tire. Something wasn't rolling over right. I don't know. They cut a bunch of stuff out. Kevin Roberts was over with a big old saw taking stuff out of my car. I don't really know what was going on. I was just holding things because they don't let me operate that heavy machinery. But then the car, we went in for a B main and we were behind Evan Britton and Ray Bloom and one other car. It was a red something. I'm sorry. I don't know who it was, but...
Randy Jackson.
Was it Randy Jackson? Because
Bloom drove through him.
Drove right through him. And
You
I kind of
almost
was
got
waiting.
in the main that way.
Yeah, that way. I was waiting for the two of them to kind of take each other out because they were being jackwagons a little bit the whole time.
Well, Randy was being good. He tried to get Ray because Ray.
I'm not
just
taking sides
stopped
on
him.
this one, but from what I
You
saw,
were just waiting for him to wreck,
from
right?
what I saw, I was just waiting for him to wreck, and I almost caught him on the restart a couple times, but that ended our night because I had such bad heat race finishes, and I qualified terribly.
But the way I understand it, you missed the feature by one car.
By one spot, yeah.
One
because
spot.
Dang it.
Randy
She drove
took-
good.
But you
Yeah.
got to look, like we mentioned earlier, that is a tough
That
field
was
of cars.
that was an insane field of cars. That's what my dad kept telling me. Like, you can't be upset about missing that one when you see the drivers that are out there.
Yeah, that's a really good
Yeah, a lot
field
of
of cars, and
experienced
definitely you can't beat yourself over that one. I want to ask you a question. Since you're a driver that has experience on both the big slicks and the G60s, have you noticed a big difference underneath you with those tires as far as affecting the way you have to drive the car and what it's doing to the track?
Personally, not really, because it was my rookie year last year, and I was just kind of figuring out how to drive the car to begin with. So I don't have a ton of experience with driving with either or. I definitely prefer the slicks, and I prefer that I didn't feel terrible that my dad was paying $118 a tire when someone ran into me, and I think I've gone through 6 or 7 already this year.
Right. Yeah.
And that just blows my mind, and I don't think I ever went through that many slicks. I really don't know the difference, honestly.
But you like the slicks? You like
I
the
like
feel
the
better?
slicks. I like the feel of the slicks personally, but I couldn't tell you a big difference because I'm still learning how to drive every day.
And right now, Willamette hasn't got to the dry slick part yet.
Right.
And that's when you're going to start to see you're going to notice the difference in it. Because as long as the track has got stick to it, it doesn't really matter what tire you got underneath it. It's going to go. But when you get to the dry slick stuff, that's when you've got to learn that you can't buzz your tires coming off the corners,
especially with the G60 tire.
Right, you're going to melt that tire, and then it's just going to turn into skates.
Right.
Yeah.
And we see that. We see that happen from, like we said, you get on a good run where the tires are coming in, and then you get a caution, they cool off, and you go to restart, and
Yeah, you have nothing left all of a sudden.
Yeah, and we see that a lot with that particular tire. Now, the one advantage I've had a lot of drivers give the feedback to us is they kind of like to feel the sidewall when they're able to use it.
Yeah.
But you got a little tiny footprint compared to those big slicks.
Definitely.
Yeah, you stack 4 slicks next to 4 G60s, and there's another 8 inches going up.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. There's a big difference in those tires. But your Wallbanger, you're going to run the whole series, or the Iron Giant, right?
Yeah, we ran Madras too. That's the only other Road to Iron Giant race that we ran, and then we'll race Iron Giant, and yeah, that's probably.
Are you doing
the
the asphalt race at Roseburg?
No, probably not. Haven't really decided that one yet, but my dad thinks it would be really fun. I just don't want to tear up a bunch of stuff. I don't think that's like. I've never driven on asphalt. I'm a little intimidated by the idea of it.
You would probably like it.
Yeah. He's coming from an asphalt guy.
No,
he says
I know
that.
So I know that your word doesn't mean a lot, but
hey.
I'm a little intimidated by it, honestly. So we'll see what happens. I haven't really decided yet. I think I don't even know when that race is. Is that the end of this month?
I think it is the end of this month because it goes Roseburg, Grove.
July 29th.
July.
Yeah, I'll be out of town, so I won't even be running that one.
Well, Tom will drive your car for you.
Okay, we might have to change the seat a little bit, but there we go.
Maybe I
Perfect.
should drive it.
Someone let my dad know. I'm not sure how he'll feel about that one.
No kidding.
I still got the rat rod I can throw together.
Well, Warren says he wants to drive that one.
Hey, I'll drive.
I know you will.
I'll drive that one too.
Put a motor on a toilet, I'd drive it.
I told someone, get me modified, and I'll drive it for you.
I've gone 50 miles an hour.
I think I know somebody taking me up on that too.
50 miles an hour
on a lawnmower.
I used to run Vitale's Outlaw lawnmower. I won 2 championships on that.
Nice.
It was fun.
Sounds like a good time.
I've seen those guys race those things. I don't have any desire to drive one of those.
Yeah, just like your flat carts. I mean,
the roll center looks a little high to me.
Yeah, that's the problem with those.
Yeah, I flipped one once.
Did you?
What the heck?
It hurt you?
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, you got back up. And
you don't got a roll cage.
I came back up and won the damn thing.
I love it.
That's scary.
The last time I saw a guy get upside down at Salem Speedway on a lawnmower, he left in an ambulance. It was a pretty
I remember that.
Yeah, that was bad.
I was flat track racing quads just 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and I crashed down at Roseburg, and I ran into the fence head on. Well, a guy spun out in front of me. I hit him, and I went flipping out of the place. I landed on the ground, and I hit the ground, and I'm like, man, my back feels good. Broke my leg, but my back feels good.
Yeah, no.
And I got back up.
Maybe I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
I hobbled back over, and the kids are going like, you going to race? And I'm like, well, if this damn thing will start, I am. And I go, well, you might want to pick your handlebars up off the gas tank. So I flipped them up, and sure enough, I finished the race. I almost won the heat, and I just barely finished the main. I was hurting so bad. I had to pull the in the
with
gear with my
leg.
hand. Yeah.
Wow.
And I just left my boot on until I got home.
You're an animal, Tom.
And I went to the hospital the next morning, and I had a spiral fracture up the fibula at the bottom of it.
All the way to your brain?
Yeah.
Still there, actually.
The doctor looked at me and she goes, if you'd have just twisted your ankle, we'd be doing surgery right now instead of putting a cast on you.
Wow. Lucky.
Right.
Lucky. So
not good.
You'll be in action this week at Willamette Speedway.
Cup?
Yep.
Yes. As of right now.
As of right now.
What's wrong
What's
with
going to change?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at the
You'll
car
be
very
there.
much since
You will be
Wallbanger,
there.
so we'll be there.
If we have to come
gotta talk
hog tie
to
you.
Gotta talk to the crew chief about that one.
You know how women, they change their mind.
Oh, no. My dad changes his mind more than
Not true.
More than I do
Not
about
true.
the racing thing.
No.
So
no way.
Whatever, Corey.
So I just don't want to beat the dead horse, but I really want to talk about this IMCA deal.
What part about it?
Everything. There's
just
not much to talk about anymore.
It's
IMCA
just
is what it is, and that's what we have.
But
to
it's
deal
so
with
confusing. It is so confusing to understand how they can write these rules, and people are penalized and people aren't.
They must have determined that the body infraction just isn't that much of a performance advantage. So, so it is what it is. It's their rules, and you know, and unfortunately, the bad part about it is it just doesn't get towed weekly at the local track.
Right, that's the biggest thing.
So then you find it at a big event when it really means something, and then
the guy
something
gets,
happens.
Yeah.